So I just want to talk about steelbooks really, and my issues with what's going on at the moment. It's a great hobby. When Play.com were doing the steelbooks, I was really happy with what was coming out. They were old titles, but they were fairly priced. I mean, you're getting the Iron Man steelbooks coming out, Iron Man 1 and 2. They were like £11, £10.99 each. And yes, I know the secondary market, there's big demand and people are selling them for 3 times, 4 times as much. But for people who like to collect and are not interested in selling stuff on, like myself, I found it a reasonable price to collect and continue with the hobby. Now, unfortunately, Play closed down, and that looked like the end of steelbooks. And I was worried about that, but thankfully Amazon came in. They brought out some steelbooks, and then Zavvi just picked the ball up and ran with it. And they've announced some amazing steelbooks. Don't get me wrong. I think they're doing a great service for steelbook collectors in a way by offering us so much choice. But there's a trend now that's starting to happen. I can't remember quite their name. I think it's the Entertainment Store or something like that, from which is a seller on Play.com. They got a few exclusives themselves, Jack Reacher and G.I. Joe, and they're a very small company, so they were obviously having to charge a lot for them to get their money back on probably paying for the exclusive rights of selling those steelbooks. So you can kind of understand it with them. They're a small company, and it's a very limited print run of what they've got, and I think people are interested in getting the J cards in English as well. But I think Zavvi kind of caught on to this, and now have started upping the prices of their steelbooks too. I think the Iron Man 3 steelbook for £24, I think it's £23.99. That's just a ridiculous price for me. I think that you can't justify a 1-disc steelbook for that price of £24. I know a lot of people on the forums aren't happy about it. A lot of people are cancelling. I contacted them about it, and they gave me some spiel about, oh well, it's a limited steelbook and there's a high demand for it, so we have to charge that price. But a lot of the other countries are coming out with the same steelbook. You've got Amazon, Italy, they've got the steelbook, and of course they're putting in the 3D disc in there as well. Something else Zavvi is doing, they're charging these high prices, but there's no 3D disc inside the steelbook. And I just think these prices are getting crazy. I am going to get Iron Man 3 steelbook. The only reason being is that I was lucky enough to want a lot of other steelbooks at that time, and I managed to put them all together to use a code that discounted £7 off my complete order. But if I was just buying the steelbook as a standalone, I just can't see how the price of £24 is justified. And then they brought out Fast and Furious 6, which was another £23, £24 steelbook, and this one isn't even an exclusive from Zavvi. I really don't understand where they're getting their pricing from. Thankfully, Sainsbury's and Amazon are selling that one cheaper, and hopefully the price will come down even more. I think it's around £19.20 at Amazon at the moment. I would like to go with Amazon more than Sainsbury's because the packaging is much better there. But I just hope in the future, I mean, if Zavvi are going to get Star Trek Into Darkness, or if they're going to get Man of Steel, I'm worried they're going to get these as steelbook exclusives, and they're going to be 1-disc 2D and 25 quid, and I just can't justify paying those prices at all, and I won't. If it's going to be over 20 quid, it's got to have 3D disc in there as far as I'm concerned. There's quite a few steelbooks because of the pricing, and because I did actually contact Zavvi through Facebook and said I wasn't happy with the prices. They deleted my comments, and they weren't offensive at all, but they felt the need to delete my comment. All I was stating was that these prices are crazy. But if they carry on like this, I I mean, when I found them that they delete my comments, I was like, well, fair enough then. You're going to lose some of my custom, and I went on there and decided on what steelbooks I would have liked but don't really need, and I thought, well, I'm just going to cancel them then. So I did, and I cancelled about £60 worth of orders off them. Still have some orders there, but they really need to start looking at their pricing. I mean, even Amazon, you know, some of their Blu-rays are getting so high in price. I think they really need to start looking at the pricing on Blu-rays. It could be that digital download, you know, when you start getting a bigger gap between digital download pricing and Blu-ray pricing, you could see this could be the beginning of the end of Blu-rays. I know that there's only so much an amount of time of Blu-ray sales anyway, that format will one day be outdated. But you know, as I said, I'm a big advocate of physical copies, and I love my steelbooks, I love my box sets, and you know, I'm just hoping that these prices don't get too crazy. So you know, please, I just hope Zavvi and all the other sellers can get their act together. If they don't, then I'm going to be getting fewer and fewer steelbooks in the future. Once again, I mean, I'm talking not just steelbooks. The Dark Knight Ultimate Collection, which is coming out, that, you know, this is a really nice set. It's got, from what I can see, with all the artwork and the books and everything. But for me, it's got to have stuff like the movies have got to have really nice new transfers on them. They've got to improve the, you know, work harder at even actually improving the image from the previous Blu-rays and giving us some extras that we've never seen before. You know, some real nice behind the scenes stuff that has never been available. I just don't want to see the same discs repackaged again, just with some fancy stuff around it, and you know, these cars, the car and the back pod and everything. It's got to have more to it than that for me to buy it this time, especially from the prices I can see on it. So that's just my concern with Blu-ray stuff at the moment. Just want the I just want the prices to stop getting crazy, and if they are going to be a little bit higher, I think as customers we deserve a little bit more with them as well. So anyway, that's what my thoughts are on that, and I'll catch you later.